witnessing the mind. The consciousness witnessing the mind is called Sakshi Chaitanyam. And the mind, Sukshma Sharira, is there in the plants and animals. Therefore, Sakshi, the consciousness will be available as Sakshi Chaitanyam in plants and animals. So there is no problem. If it can be available in human beings, it is available here. In fact, many of us might be the plant, not plant exactly, but animals in the last life. And plant also in some life. Because from plant immediately will not become perhaps. But we might be plants or might be animals in some of our janmas. And maybe you were side by side. So one plant was that neem patta, neem, another was the people, and then the next, this janma, they become husband and wife, possible. They do, I think, marriage they do up neem and something is there. So neem and people, the marriage they do. I don't know what purpose. I have heard something, but I don't remember. So neem, then if they are not getting married or something or what? Huh? Manglika? Oh, okay, yes. So, so last janma you might be and this janma you might be this. It's a nice thought, that husband and wife can think like this, yeah. You are neem, I think. Neem is a little bitter, yeah. I don't think I have to comment on that, yeah. All of you understood. And sometimes my habit is that somehow I cannot remain without explaining. I always feel that there is a possibility of non-understanding or misunderstanding. That's my habit, All right. So sometimes that's why people think, Swamiji, you are really giving us like doing the spoon feeding, So we understand this, So sometimes people say, we understood you, go ahead. I think I might have told this that in the first course when I came here, so 14 to 17 I did the first course. And there I had habit of explaining everything. Then we distributed the spoons. So then, then that person told, Swami, so far you were doing spoon feeding, now you give spoon also. I remember that. Okay. So who had asked this question? Sakshi? Is it clear, ma? Okay. What 5 factors control karma phala or affect, control 5 factors affect karma? Can you explain, please? Whose question is this? Is there, who is the person? Person is not here? Okay, so we need not answer because I don't know the answer, what he means by 5 factors. Did I talk about 5 factors affecting karma phala? I don't remember. Anyway, so his person is not there, so he helped me. See, Bhagwan is so gracious. हमारी लाज रख देते हैं. Those who don't know Hindi, लाज means is a face saving solution. It's called लाज रखना. How do we come to terms with the hurts from the past? First of all, we acknowledge that yes, I was hurt by the behavior of people. First of all, we acknowledge, because many a times we'll be denying our feelings. We will be trying to suppress our feelings. So first of all, we admit, yes, I have this feeling of being hurt by some people. And to feel hurt is not a crime, is not an offense. It is okay to feel hurt. Like if you get fever, is it a crime To get fever, is it a crime? No crime. Not having fear and pretending to have fear is a offense. I don't say crime. But having fever is not a crime, is not an offense. So first of all, you validate yourself. I have hurt, and it is just human to have the feelings of hurt, being hurt. So, when I have hurt, still I am in order. I validate my feelings of being hurt. Any human being can be hurt. I am a human being, therefore I can be hurt, and I was hurt. This is called kindness to oneself. Be kind to yourself. Otherwise, people they torture themselves. Why I am feeling hurt? I should not feel hurt. It is okay. It is okay to feel hurt. It is understandable to feel hurt. And also we say, anybody in my place with my background would have felt hurt. With that incident, whatever happened incident, in that incident, with my background, anybody was there would have felt hurt. There is nothing abnormal about my feeling hurt because of that. Many times, people are like made to feel guilty about feeling hurt. How can you feel hurt? It is something like, how can you have fever? Yes. So you validate yourself. If anybody in my place, with my background, not their background. People say, if I were in your place, I will not feel hurt. I, in your place with my background, I have to say what? In your place with your background. With your chappal, with your feet. Not that your chappal and my feet. Chappal is yours and feet also yours. Then whatever be the feeling, I will have. So, with my background, anybody would have felt hurt in that particular event or particular behavior of the person. Validate yourself. So, my feeling hurt in that event by that person, by that type of word or behavior is in order. And up to this we go from our side. Then further we go. That person whose behavior hurt me, that person also had some background to behave in a particular manner. In a particular manner he behaved which hurt me. And for that person to behave in that manner, he had a background. Like sometimes you are standing in queue and get a push, and you see the fellow behind. He said, why did you push me? He said, I got the push from behind. So you don't blame that fellow. What to do? That fellow didn't want to push me, but he got a push, therefore he pushed me. And if somebody was there in front of me, I would have done the same thing. I also would have pushed because I was standing. In Indian queue is very without any intervention. And so, that person also had a background to behave in a particular way. What that person did was not justifiable. Means, I don't say that what he or she did was right. I don't say it was right. It might not be right. But what he or she did is understandable. With his or her background, he or she cannot behave in any other manner. If I were in his or her place, with his or her background, I would have behaved in the same manner. This you need to appreciate very well. This is the basis for validation. If I were in his place or her place, with his or her background, I would have behaved in the same manner. Don't say that, Swamiji, I will not behave like this. I, with my background, will not behave in this manner. But I, with his background, his education, his upbringing, his unconscious, all the factors which form the background, with his or her background, I would have behaved in the same manner. And therefore, that person who hurt me also was in order. It's very difficult to see, but one day you have to see. If you want to be free from hurt, you have to see this. There is no other way. So that person was in order. What he did, I don't justify. I don't say what he did was right. To say that what he did was right is called justification. To say that what he did is understandable is called validation. What we require is validation, not justification. So there is a difference between justification and validation. We are not talking about justification. We are not saying that what he or she did was right. Maybe from the standpoint of Dharma Shastra, moral standard, what he or she did was wrong. Nothing wrong in saying that it was wrong, if it was wrong. But what he or she did is understandable, because he or she had certain background. And therefore, that person was in order. I was in order, feeling hurt. That person was in order, making me hurt, becoming an instrument in hurting me. And therefore, that person is sthane, in order. And this order is Ishvara. So his behavior was in order, which is non-separate from Ishvara. My feeling hurt was in order, which is non-separate from Ishvara. So let me bring Ishvara. And I say that both of us were in order. And I let go of my hurt by saying that what has happened is a fact. And fact cannot be changed. Fact is to be accepted in a mature way. But Swamiji, doesn't it mean that injustice, we are allowing injustice? We are not allowing injustice. People will have so many questions about this. We are not saying that that person did right. And if what he did, he deserves some punishment, let there be punishment. If some court case is there and that person has to face the consequence, let that person. If he have got very big heart, we can even forgive the person. If he don't have, doesn't matter. Let the law take its own course. But from my heart, I forgive the person. Means I validate the person. Not even forgive, validate the person. And when I validate the person, my hurt is healed. By validating the person, which is generally called forgiving, you are giving a great gift to yourself. And that is relief, healing of your hurt. Relief from hurt, this healing your wound. This is a great gift you can give to yourself. Validation of others is a great gift you can give to yourself. But for that, first of all, I have to ask this question. Do I want to heal my hurt? Would I like to heal my hurt? No, I would like to keep my hurt alive so that I don't forget that fellow. Then okay, you remain a samsari. This is what exactly samsari does. If you are a sadhaka and you want to be free from all these old accounts, then you need to heal your hurts. And so first question is, would I like to heal all these hurts? And do I think, is it possible? Yes. Answer has to come, yes, it is possible. Am I ready to sacrifice whatever I need to sacrifice? Yes. 3 questions you have to ask this to yourself. If you really want to be free from hurt, would I like to be free from hurt? Do I consider it is possible to be free from hurt? And am I ready to sacrifice? And what is my sacrifice? I am ready to let go of that revengefulness. In fact, when you have validated the person, accommodated that person, then you can pray for that person. You can pray for the well-being of that person. That is the final test of your forgiving or validating that person. You have really forgiven, I don't like to use the word, but since you are familiar, forgiven or validated the person, final test is that you can pray for the person. You can pray, oh Lord, bless him, make him strong enough so that he doesn't have to hurt anyone. Give him more maturity, more calmness, more strength, inner strength, so that person doesn't have to hurt anybody. That is your prayer. If that is happened, then you have healed your hurt. That is the final sign. Final indicator is that you can pray for the person whom you used to hate. For that person you are able to pray from the bottom of your heart. In this manner you slowly, it's not like one day, oh, I forgive him. It doesn't happen that way. Sometimes we fool ourselves. It takes time. But it requires commitment. Whatever time it takes, let it take. And Pujya Swamiji had conducted some meditation, Maha-validation in Rishikesh. And it does help. So in case some people need, they can listen to that Maha-validation. It's a good, nice 5, 6, or I don't know how many, but it's a nice series of meditation Pujya Swamiji conducted. He used the word Maha-validation. Means all are in order. Whatever has happened in my life, so I have Maha-validation. Where all are, en masse we call it, no? En masse validation. So that your heart is healed. You can smile. Smile with a joy. Okay. When we understood yesterday, we feel like we really don't need anything in word. How do I know if I am not at the extreme ends when I feel that egoistic to reject the word and its matters? We feel like that we really don't need anything in word, and how do I know if I am not at the extreme ends? When I feel that meaning, egoistic to reject the word and its matter. Yeah, see, when you feel that you don't need anything from the world, physically it is not possible. It cannot be a reality. You always need food, clothing, So you need something from the world. Emotionally, yes. You think that you do not need any emotional support from anyone. You are self-sustaining, means you do not require validation from others. You don't require people to say that you are right, you are good. I love you, I belong to you. You don't require that. Suppose you have this. But you have to make sure that it is a genuine appreciation of your mental condition. Sometimes what happens, when you are hurt from the world, then you say, मुझे कुछ भी ना चाहिए, मेरे हाल पे छोड़ दो. So like that. So we have to make sure that this particular feeling is not coming from being hurt, wounded by the world. It is I accept the world as it is. People are okay in their own place. But because of my discovery of myself being Ananda, I don't need anything. Then also, if somebody wants to interact and you happen to be in a position where you are supposed to interact, there is no rejection. You are ready to interact, but you don't need to interact. That is the healthy state. You are capable of interacting, and if required, you are ready also, but you do not need. Other person has to carry relationship. If other person wants relationship, let that person carry. From your side, if that person, he said tomorrow I will come and he never comes, it's okay. You are, if somebody health issue is there, you can inquire. But that person is showing that you sent a message and he has received your message, but he is not interested. Okay. So you are ready. You don't take it as what is called at personal level rejection and feeling depressed about it. But at the same time, after 5 days, 6 days, person again comes back. He had some wrong understanding, and then therefore he did not reply and he did not come. And after 6 to 7 days, he feels that no, means he had misunderstanding, and he comes back. You welcome. Even somebody says that, I don't want to interact with you. Okay. When you are ready, I am ready. Don't come to my place. Okay, I will not come. But when you need, please tell me. When you need or when you feel like, I will come. Even if somebody has rejected, you don't reject the person. That is the maturity. I think I must have told, somebody told Swamiji that I gave up on you, Swamiji. Swamiji said, I did not give up on you. No. That is the maturity. That somebody rejects you, still you don't reject the person. You accept the rejection. Yeah, right now person is having some emotional state because of which person feels like rejecting me. It's all right. Whenever person is ready, we don't remind him, oh, other day you rejected me, now you are coming back, Why are you coming? Other day, not that, yes. Come. So that is the maturity, that is the fullness, that is the compassion born of fullness. Which is Swamiji used to say that our fullness has got its dynamic form in the form of compassion and love. Fullness gets expressed in the form of compassion and love. This is compassion, this is love. That if person is ready to interact, you are ready. Not ready also is okay. So you are ready, that also for that also is I am ready for that. Not ready, that also I am ready for that. Whatever it is. That is how. In fact, we can learn from this, our Google Maps. Is there no, when you are driving? When you are driving, that Google Map, no? It is GPS or whatever. Suppose, they have directed you after this 1 kilometer you take right. And you don't take right. And then you go ahead. And again you ask. They never tell you, you didn't listen to me. Why are you asking me again? Does it tell? No. They say rerouting. That's a very nice, I really like that. We should be like that. If somebody doesn't listen to us, again they ask, we say rerouting. Okay. Really, I love that. I learned from that. This is what the mature gurus would be. If they did not listen to us because they may be busy talking and all. So you say, they will never say, you don't listen to me. What is the use of guiding people like you? Stop it. Switch it off. It never says that, That's very good. Yeah, this I learned that we should be like this. If people listen to us, it's okay. Don't listen to us, it's okay. So now they have come for a guidance. If we can give guidance, good. That is the maturity we can have. All right, I hope I have answered the question. Can Swamiji give example of Satkarya, Sadguna and Sadbhavana? Satkarya means duties. As a human being, I have a duty to contribute to the totality, nature. So I maintain the environment, I take care of animal kingdom to the extent I can. Some cows and some other animals need our care, we care for them. Or as a family member, I do whatever I can do for my family, that is Satkarya. Whatever I can do to the country, that is Satkarya. I contribute to the country, I do something which is good for the growth of the country, not do anything which is harmful to the country. All these are what? Satkarya. Satkarya, we had given the definition, following the script of the role we are playing. That is Satkarya. Doing what I am supposed to do, that is Satkarya. So right now I am supposed to do what? Answer your question. So I am doing, this is what? Satkarya. And you are listening to this Swami very intently, that is what? Satkarya. So exactly doing what is to be done in a given situation is Satkarya. Sadguna is what? Arjavam, straightforwardness, ahimsa, this non-violence, truthfulness, not making anybody feel inferior, not putting other people down by our gesture or words. That is called Sadgunaha, values. Sadbhavana means reverential approach to everything. When we talk to people, we interact with people, we interact with respect. However small position person has, everybody deserves minimum dignity, human dignity. Even animals, we deal with them dignity. In fact, afterwards our sensitivity will be that even the books also we don't throw, or even anything. If we can put it in a simple manner, we put it like this, we just don't throw it like this. So in general, reverential approach to everything. And reverential approach to begin with our parents, our teachers, this Vigraha of Bhagavan, our books. So that reverential approach, that is called Sadbhavana. And also we had seen that doing my karma as an offering to the Lord, that is also is example of Sadbhavana. Receiving the result as prasada, that also is example of Sadbhavana. So I think I have given enough examples. Whose question it is? Answered? Okay. I think you have got so many questions. 2, 3 are there, no? That's okay, very good. How do you know I am being lazy or have understood and have clarity to reject or don't do something? We don't use the word really reject. We outgrow something. And your question is that how do I know I am a lazy fellow? I am using well lazy fellow. I am being lazy or have understood and have clarity to reject or don't do something. See, when you drop something, I don't say reject something, but you drop something, certain activities you drop, that the activities which are dropped should be replaced by some higher activities. And higher activity can be in the form of contemplation also. It is not that activity means you have to run or something. But whatever you have dropped, it should be replaced by something which is more contributory to your spiritual growth. Your Rajoguna replacement should not be by Tamoguna. If I put in the language of Guna, Rajoguna should not be replaced by Tamoguna. Rajoguna should be replaced by what? Sattva-guna. And therefore, when some activities you are dropping, then that time, that resource should be utilized for something better than what you have dropped. In that manner you will know. If you have rejected something and you want to just lazy around, sleep little more. Yeah, if you had sleep deprivation and therefore sleeping more also is okay. But already you are sleeping enough hours and now you want to sleep a little more. And simply sitting, watch TV or something, watch videos. Then that is not a good renunciation. That is why we say that when we renounce the gross, it should be replaced by something subtle. If it is not replaced by subtle, and time is just spent on talking or some non-contributory activities to your growth, then it is out of laziness you have rejected something. All right, I hope it answers your question. Srinivasanji, doctor. This, dear Swamiji, please explain Dvaita, Vishishta Dvaita and Advaita with respect to one's spiritual journey. Like from Advaita to Vishishta Dvaita and Advaita. From Dvaita to Vishishta Dvaita, Advaita. Yeah. Yes, in fact, all of us are born Dvaitis. All of us are born Dvaitis only. Nobody is born Advaiti. Even though you are born in a family which is very much committed to Advaita and all, but all of us are born Dvaitis. Means I and Ishvara or anything for that matter are different. That is not something to be taught. Everybody knows I am different, the other person is different, or anything, any entity we know of I am different from. So we are born Dvaitis. And in fact, our relationship with Ishvara starts with the idea of Dvaitam only. I am different, Ishvara is different. I am someone who is a begging person and he is the giver. So Dvaitam is there. And afterwards we discover that Ishvara is total and I am part of the total. So I am Amshaha, a part, and Ishvara is Amshi, the whole. This is Vishishta Advaita. I am a part and he is the whole. And this type of relationship with Ishvara is a progress. It is Vishishta Advaita. At least alienation has been dropped. You felt yourself to be alienated from Ishvara. Alienated means separated from Ishvara. Now when you say I am a part of Ishvara, that alienation, separatedness is gone. It is a good progress. But finally you say, we appreciate by Advaita, that I am not a part of Ishvara. My being a part of Ishvara is from the standpoint of the body, mind, sense complex. The Ishvara has got total upadhi, total body, I have got individual body. Therefore, from the standpoint of individual body, I am a part of Ishvara. But I am not the body. And therefore, I am not the part of Ishvara. I am consciousness, Ishvara is consciousness, and consciousness does not have any part. Therefore, I and Ishvara, both of us are one indivisible whole, one indivisible reality called consciousness. So this is called Advaita. I and Ishvara are one and the same consciousness. That is Advaita. I hope it is clear. Whose question is? Is it clear? All right. The meaning of Om and Tat in Om Tat Sat. Wow. हमारी syllabus पढ़े अभी remember studied no this Recently we studied this. Taja taja hai. Is Tvam is equal to Om and Tat is equal to Sat? No, no, no. That is not that. See, in Bhagavad Gita, this idea is there. Om Tat Saditi Nirdeshaha Brahmanas Trividas Smrutaha. So, Nirdesha means a name. Nirdishyate anena iti Nirdeshaha. Nama. Name. So, Brahman has got three names. Brahman has so many names. Three are very predominant names. What are they? Om, Tat and Sat. Om has got the Vachyartha, means immediate meaning. Today we use no Vachyartha, Lakshyartha. Immediate meaning is protector. Avati Rakshati iti Om. So Ishvara, being the protector of all, he is called Om. Tat. Tat means that. And that refers to Paroksha. That which is not falling within the range of sense perception. It is not an object of sense perception. It is not an object with forms, colors, sound, etc. It is the reality. And therefore it is called Tat. Tat means Avyakta. Avyakta means imperceptible. And Sat means unnegatively existent. That is Sat. And so, Om Tat Sat, they are the names of Ishvara, name of Brahman. And they are very important names. It is there in the 17th chapter that if you are doing something, if you chant this Om Tat Sat in the beginning or at the end, then whatever small mistakes are done, they will be neutralized. It is called Sadgunya Karanam. Sadgunya Karanam. Karanam means this making this action is efficient. Efficient means capable of producing result. Alright. So it doesn't have that meaning. Tvam is equal to Om and Tat is equal to Sat. That is not the idea. So if somebody has given, then it is the product of his creative mind. That Tvam is equal to Om and Tat is equal to Sat. So Om Tat Sat. So I don't know how it will be. That's no such thing. Ah. You are loading with that. But why Om is equal to Tvam only? Om is equal to... Yeah. Tvam is equal to Tat, Tat is equal to Om, Om is... Yes, that you can put. That is okay. But I thought you are telling that Tvam is equal to Om and Tat. Not that, no? Then okay. All are same. Finally, everything is the same. Do we every day need to remind ourselves of our true nature? Will there be any time when it becomes inherent? Yes. In fact, that is the aim. Effortlessness comes by lot of effort. Similarly, spontaneity comes by lot of deliberation. So you have to be deliberate repeatedly to become spontaneous. Like your IT, now certain things very spontaneously come to you. This means this, this means this. Whereas to me, if you tell also, tomorrow ask you, I will not be able to repeat. Whereas for you, it has become spontaneous. For me, I don't understand the mouse and window properly, that how it works, So, because you have done it several times. Whereas for me, this comes spontaneously. If you ask me what is Abhinna Nimittu Upadana Karan, I can tell you now. Aniyuka. All right. If consciousness is the same and one, where there is a difference in intelligence, talent, etc. In human being, see, it is something like if electricity is same, how come we are getting less light here and more light somewhere else? Electricity is same. It depends upon the bulb medium. Similarly, your medium, the intellect, that also intellect with particular punyam will have certain capacity to manifest a certain capacity to grasp. It is not decided by the presence of consciousness. Consciousness will be the same. Its manifestation will vary depending upon the medium. There is no difference in consciousness. Presence, electricity is the same. Bulb, how it is, 15 watts bulb or पहले के ज़माने में बोलते zero bulb. You know, it is not exactly zero bulb, but we call it zero bulb. So if our bulb is zero bulb, then our production will be what? Zero. That's right. So it is not the consciousness which is different, it is the same. This is a very interesting question. Is you have what clear difference between the deep sleep and enlightenment? Very good. So deep sleep also we are happy. Enlightenment also we are happy. So why not we all the time sleep only? Instead of attending Vedanta classes and all this, you know. That's what some people do during the class. They think that enlightenment also we are going to get happiness only. Now I am feeling sleepy, let me sleep. It's okay. In fact, one person told Swami Paramarthananji, he said, Swamiji, in your class, after so many years, I got such a deep sleep. So, such a deep sleep I got after so many years. So, it means Swamiji's voice must have smoothened, you know, must have made him relaxed. You know. So, we are okay with that. If some people feel relaxed and sleep, it's okay. It's good. We get some punyam perhaps. I don't know. We don't want to have, our motivation is not to get punyam, but if it happens, perhaps we get punyam. So, okay, deep sleep and enlightenment, what is the difference? In deep sleep, there is ignorance. In enlightenment, ignorance is gone. That's the difference. Deep sleep is characterized by the darkness, whereas enlightenment is characterized by light, light of knowledge. That is the difference. But there is a similarity. Similarity is both of them are happy state. Similarity is there, but difference is that. Okay. Why birth and death when Brahman is omnipresent? It is all at the level of upadhi it happens. What is birth? Association of gross body and subtle body is called birth. Dissociation, separation of gross body and subtle body, that is called death. In consciousness doesn't come into the picture. Consciousness continues to be there in the body. Even in the dead body, consciousness is there. Manifest consciousness is not there. Electricity is going up to this point, but bulb is fused. Electricity is going up to that. It is going beyond also up. But here it is fused. Similarly, gross body and subtle body are separated. That's it. It's just a marriage and divorce. So that they join together is birth. Separate, death. Consciousness doesn't come into the picture. All right. Then Purnatvam in Atma is really the same in the what is called Nityaness in Buddhism. What is that? What is this? Whose question is? Purnatvam is in Advaita in reality the same as Shunyatvam? Nothingness, yeah. Nothingness in Buddhism. That is what they say. If I have not heard that Buddhist people don't say, I have not heard at least, that our Shunyatvam is same as your Purnatvam. If they say that, then the Shunyatvam is one more word they are using for Purnatvam. And this Purnatvam is revealed by Vedanta. Why should we call it Buddhism? That Purnatvam, you call it Purnatvam. Unnecessary, why to create confusion? So it is a Purnatvam which is revealed by Vedanta. Vedanta was there before Buddhism came. All right. So these are the long questions, so I will do it tomorrow. Is asangata same as or can be translated to detachment? Yes, it can be translated. But sometimes the word detachment we use in the sense of vairagyam, which is developed. Whereas asangatvam, we are talking about the nature of Atma. It is not something to be, asangata is not something to be developed. Asangata of the Atma is the nature. Whereas the detachment sometimes is used in the sense of vairagyam, which is developed by viveka. So if you use the word detachment, you should know we are talking about the swarupa bhuta, the detachment in the form of nature. So word is okay, how you load it. Yeah. All right. So this question we will see tomorrow. First time is there. Okay. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om.